Experiences today have been, on the whole, pretty good. My first year I did 4 3-month placements, secondments in very different departments, which was good. Learning a lot about sort of all different areas of the business certainly helps sort of build up a wider understanding of what the company is all about and the pressures on all the different departments, how they interact, that sort of thing. From there, I just coming towards the end of a year's placement in risk management, which has been very good actually. A great place to kind of again learn about the business as a whole, take quite a high level look at what goes on. And then I'm starting a permanent role in October on the underwriting side, which hopefully I shall be there for a few years. I'm looking forward to it.
For a job with the kind of high demand responsibilities and abilities that the insurance industry entails, you'll never be too far away from a graduate recruitment scheme. So why not ask someone who has experienced graduate training what it's all about?
The graduate training programme is, well, operations in particular, is a 2-year graduate training programme. We spend our time in various placements throughout the company, and those can be very, very diverse, from project planning to risk and compliance to finance or software. It depends where your particular talents lie. The placements set you up with an understanding of the business of an overview of the business from end to end. So you understand how clients are brought into the company, how they're taken care of and how their service needs are met, to how the funds are actually organised and the trades are done.
How the programme works is 3 placements throughout the company, each lasting 8 months. In my time, I've spent time in risk, compliance and investment management services. But there are a wide range of placements that each graduate can go into. These include technology, process management, performance, mutual fund service delivery unit. A further benefit of the graduate scheme is the investment and training that we receive. I've been to a number of in-house training sessions and external training sessions. For example, of the internal training sessions, I've had money laundering regulation training, I've had an overview of fund management training, and about how our investment process works. Externally, I've been training towards certain exams called the Investment Administration Qualification, which I have successfully passed, and also the Investment Management Certificate.
Yeah, there's a lot of support towards the professional qualifications. We're under a bit of pressure on the grad scheme to get them done, certainly more pressure than normal employees. Yeah, we have, well, 3 years ideally from start date was what we were told. We sort of be looking to get it done, but at the same time, if you're given the support, so that's not an unrealistic goal at all. There's study days, and the training department will sort of run internal courses and things, as well as they'll send you off to CII run ones as well if you need. And yeah, time off, that sort of thing is obviously very helpful. But I suppose because when you're on the grad scheme, you don't have too much actual kind of work to do in terms of, because you're just in a role for 3 months, there's only actually so much you can do, so much you can learn. A lot of what you're doing is shadowing other people and just seeing what they do. So you'll finish when the day finishes. You don't have pressures to keep working like that. So there's plenty of opportunity then to get the study done.
The way that we would approach the training and development of individuals coming into the industry, and indeed people who've been in the industry for a while, there's kind of two-prong approaches. There's the competency side. Competency is really, really important in general insurance, again because we're regulated, but also because we're a professional service and we need to make sure that the people we've got giving advice to customers on any level are able and competent to do so. So the training that the industry provides, there's so much e-learning out there that's available. There's the technical training, there's the product training, and there's the professional qualification training as well, which all comes together. Also on the competency side, it's all very well having that knowledge, but then it's what you do with it. So it's the application of that knowledge, and that's where again we really will focus on the skills side. So actually it's all very well knowing your stuff, but when you pick up that phone to the customer, how are you going to get that across, and how are you going to make that customer feel as if they're being looked after, and everything else that goes with insurance. The second kind of tier on that is the pure personal development side, which is more of the softer side of things. So it's, I'm here now, but in 2 years' time I want to be here, and I know I need to develop into that role and that position, so what am I going to do to get there? And that's where there's a massive soft skill training out there.
In as specialised an industry as insurance, it goes without saying that the people who will be employing prospective candidates know exactly what qualities are needed to be successful. So wouldn't it be a good idea to ask them? I think it would.
Definitely need sort of good personal skills. You've got to be able to relate to people, talk to people, communicate, get your ideas across, all that sort of thing. Flexibility, again, is key because you work, especially on the grad scheme, if you're working in lots of different areas, you've got to be adaptable to the sort of nature of the work and the people. Obviously, there's different people in each department, and they've got their own ways they like to do things in the way they've been doing them for plenty of years. So you've got to be able to pick those up quickly, and again, kind of almost obvious stuff about time management, that sort of thing is always very helpful.
If you're keen to learn, and if you're motivated, if you're hungry for new challenges and new interests, once again, it lays down to the key skills. If you can use a computer, if you're keen to learn, if you have a good communication skills, then why not just, give it a go?
The key qualities that we would look for is the attitude. That is one of the key, and that's all about having the passion and the enthusiasm and the drive to really want to do a good job. We need people to work hard, we need people to move quickly. Again, reacting to change is so important because of the industry and where it's going and what's happened. So someone who just doesn't want to stand still, who wants to really get on and has got that energy to be able to do that.
Now, having the right set of skills to fill a job vacancy might seem like you've done enough to warrant choosing your office chair and picking the right pot plant to suit your desk space. But wait. Qualities are one thing, but qualifications, my friends, are a whole other kettle of fish. So which ones will stand you in good stead?
In terms of qualifications for the insurance industry, clearly some roles you do need numbers-based degrees, whether it be maths through to economics, but that's more for the financial roles, whether you're going into actuarial work or actually financial work. But for the more general roles, and clearly for the specialist roles like marketing, like HR, like IT, then clearly a degree in those areas would be useful, but it's absolutely not essential. And certainly at our company, we don't really look for a specific degree. What we look for is the person, and it's more that they've had the aptitude to get the degree in the first place, because that shows a level of learning and a level of commitment to actually get that qualification. And what you'll find as you progress your career in insurance, different opportunities come up anyway. So your degree itself, whilst important to kind of get you through the door at times for certain roles, it's not the be-all and end-all, and certainly not a numbers-based degree at all.
If you're not sure about what you want to do, if you're not sure about going to university, then there's no reason why you can't come into the insurance industry. Got a few good A-levels or higher if you're in Scotland, come into the industry. Then you can do some professional qualifications. We do at the Chartered Insurance Institute a whole range of professional qualifications that are equivalent to degrees. And if along the way you then decide you would like to do a degree, well, many companies will afford you the opportunity to do that later in your life, say in your mid-20s. And if you've got a professional qualification, you won't have to do all of the degree. There are many MScs around where you have considerable credit for the qualification you bring from your work.
Most of the insurance industry depends on the self-knowledge, but if you are qualified for CII, that is Chartered Insurance Institute, that does give you a background knowledge of what you should be aiming for and how you can be further successful if you would want to succeed in having your own business. So it's a vast area where you can self-educate and learn and educate through the associations as such.